You don't want to be saving a whole bunch of money in the bank, guys. If everybody just applied this knowledge, then we will have millionaires running around. People are lazy. Yo, what is up, AD team? Austin Dunham back again with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna tell you everything it will take you for you to become a millionaire. As you see, I'm rocking the Strictly Business tee today, and that's because we're talking straight business outside of the business meetings today. So stay tuned, subscribe, like the video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so just a little bit of background about myself, just in case anybody has any doubts regarding my information or knowledge in this video. So I am a very business-oriented person, a very business-minded person. Outside of my dating skills and all that stuff, my fitness skills, I've always had a knack for business. I got an undergraduate degree from a college in Georgia in business management. And then after college, I ended up building a $1 million fitness business in which I won an award and a plaque. And I'm on track to doing more and more each year. I have a lot of side hustles. I'm very involved in a lot of business. So I know exactly what it takes to become a millionaire and just overall make money, guys. And with these tips, you may or may not make $1 million. It might be six figures. It might be multi-six figures. Point is, you will never be broke. All right, so the first tip is increasing your cash flow. Now, what is cash flow? Cash flow, all it means is how much money you actually have coming in. Nothing matters without cash flow. You cannot invest without cash flow. You can't do anything if you don't have money coming in. That is why it is the most crucial and the most important step in order to build your way or path to becoming a millionaire or just making money in general. But how do you make cash flow without having a job? Most people's idea of cash flow is trading their time for money or having a job. Let me tell you, you will never reach levels of wealth or success if you continually trade your time for money. So how do you do it? The first thing you must do is obtain high value skills. And high value skill is anything that is rare and highly sought after. So usually within high value skills that make a lot of money, it usually has something to do revolving around your knowledge and how well you know and do something and how rare it is. An example is knowing how to do calisthenics. I give that example because that's where I came from. And in hindsight, knowing how to do calisthenics or bodyweight training, the fact that it was rare and the fact that it was also highly sought after, that's what made it a high value skill. That's why I was able to make so much money from teaching people how to do it. Now, other high value skills include knowing sales marketing, email marketing, copywriting, teaching any sort of subject where not a lot of people are getting into it. There are a ton of high value skills to choose from. The point is you just have to pick one and or a few and get really good at it. And also remember, it might take some time in order to get good at these skills, guys. It's not like a short process, but the fact that the barrier to entry to these high value skills are so high and that not a lot of people are willing to do it, that's what makes it so lucrative. Now, another way to have cash flow is to have multiple streams of income. So example, you can have a job trading your time for money, but on the side you have different side hustles you do. Maybe you do some flipping, maybe on the side you're learning that high value skill and starting to implement some sort of business practice on there. Maybe you're driving Uber or doing DoorDash on the side too. Point is, every millionaire or every person who's making a lot of money always has multiple streams of income. Me, myself, I think I'm pushing around 7 or 8 streams of income right now. And if you want me to do a video on my streams of income, go ahead and like the video and comment down below if you want me to. So number 2, after we have cash flow, and keep in mind, cash flow is the hardest one to actually do because that powers everything. Now, after you understand that, the next pillar is understanding expenses and your cost of living. So you must always remember to live below your means and below your income level. If you're making $20,000 a month, but you have $15,000 a month in expenses, then are you really living that lifestyle? In my opinion, no, because you don't have a lot of extra income to either invest or just do fun things with because your expenses are so high. Your expenses include your living costs, your food, and your transportation. Those are the big 3. So number 1, living, you want to try and get that as low as possible. So if that means having roommates, this will be it, have some roommates. If that means living in a studio for now or 1 bedroom, then you just got to do what you got to do. Even me at my income level, I'm always trying to figure out how can I lower my living expenses. Even though I'm doing very, very well for myself, you don't see me living in a mansion. You don't see me driving 2 sports cars, even though I did drive 1 sports car, I'm not gonna lie, but I sold it because I understood that the lifestyle expense coming with that wasn't in my best interest, and I was better off doing the next part we're going to talk about, which is investing. Now, part of getting your living expenses low, you must also practice this one thing: delayed gratification, which all it means is just delaying what you want now for getting something greater later. And when I sold my C8 Corvette, that's what I told myself. Yes, I practiced delayed gratification for years. I started making money in 2016, guys. I didn't start buying nice things until like 2020. So that's 4 years of delayed gratification, which allowed me to now live the lifestyle that I want. But even then, I felt like I can go further in my delayed gratification with not getting super nice things until I'm like about 30. You know what I mean? So that now has given me over 10 years of delayed gratification. And by that point in time, after my cash flow, after my investing, after managing my living expenses, I'm gonna be doing pretty well, guys. So now let's move on to the third pillar, which is investing. So with investing, remember, you cannot really do it unless you're making significant cash flow. And then your cash flow must be managed by your living expenses. That's why I put it as number 3, because you must have those in place before we get to this point. But how do you invest? There's many ways to invest. We got the stock market, we got crypto, which is doing quite horribly right now, but might be a good time to buy. This is not advice, by the way. You got real estate. Point is, you want to leverage your cash flow into assets which will make you money. An asset is something you put money into that will either make you money in the long term or even immediately. There are a ton of asset classes. I just named a few right there, but always be thinking about how can I leverage this cash flow or this money, or at least the extra after expenses are paid, into asset classes. You don't want to be saving a whole bunch of money in the bank, guys. Millionaires don't become millionaires because they have liquid cash in the bank. It's usually a combination of all their asset classes put together, which makes up their net worth. Your net worth is a combination of all your assets, everything you own, and the value in it, which could in turn become a liquid asset and or cash. But point is, leverage your money into asset classes as much as possible, and if you're able to. For me, I'm very diversified. I got stocks, I got crypto. I'm trying to get into real estate now, but I'm always looking at ways I can invest my money into these assets. And alongside with investing, guys, don't forget to invest in yourself. I would not be here right now if I wouldn't have invested into myself, my mindset, the knowledge that I have, and everything that I'm doing to learn and just become better. There's no way I could have created that cash flow if I didn't have the skill set or knowledge to know what I was doing. So an investment could be as simple as reading a book at night, or investing in a course so that you can learn something even greater, or even investing in a coach so that you can get your mindset right, so that you can learn these skills that could turn into cash flow. So point is, invest in all these different asset classes, yes, but remember, your biggest asset class is your brain. It's your mind, because at the end of the day, your mind is the thing that's going to make you money, guys. And so that is how you become a millionaire. Those were all the 3 pillars. Obviously, this is nothing without action, and it's a lot easier said than done, because if everybody just applied this knowledge, then we'll have millionaires running around. But the point is, it's so high barrier to entry, people are lazy, and so they don't want to do the work. But me and you, we're not like that. So go ahead, subscribe, like the video. If you enjoyed this video regarding money and business, let me know, because I never do videos like this on this channel, but I promise I'll start doing a little bit more. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.